Well, in football, we've seen people popularly switch professions or switch vocations, and mostly it is to leave other vocations and become footballers. We've seen people who were once barbers, they became professional footballers and they made it big time. We've seen people who are market people who somehow made it into football. But today we'll be talking about somebody who was once a footballer and then switched, to another profession, and that is Flavio Cobolli. Yes, an Italian tennis player. A lot of you say tennis player. What link does it have to do with football? Well, I will tell you where the link comes in because, like I said, Flavio Cobolli almost became a professional footballer because for 5 years, till the age of 14, he was playing in the AS Roma Academy as a right back. Yes, Flavio Cobolli, he played with people, the likes of Eduardo Bove and Riccardo Calafiori. Yes, who we know now is playing for Arsenal after leaving Bologna a couple of seasons ago now. So when I mean Flavio Cobolli's story is a very, very interesting one because, like I said, up to the age of 14, for 5 years, he was in the AS Roma Academy. He's a Roma born, a Roma bred boy. He's a Roma boy. And a lot of people will be thinking if you make it that far for a club you love so much, you will most likely be signing a professional contract whenever you turn 16 or 17. But that wasn't the case for Flavio Cobolli because at the age of 14, he made a decision that would change his entire life. And that decision was to switch from football to tennis. And why did he make these decisions? Well, he had a list. He said basically his wants, his desire to play in an individual sport. He said he doesn't like to play in a team because he doesn't like to lose. And then it is as a result of somebody else not playing well. He would like to take control of his own destiny. And he would like to play in a sport where only him can determine whether or not he loses or wins. So, and then of course, his father also has a background. His father was a former professional tennis player, so that might have given him a bit of an inclination as to switch to tennis. But then, like I said, he made that decision, and most recently, he made it to the quarterfinals of Wimbledon, which is a big tournament, a big tennis tournament, a Grand Slam, and he made it there before eventually losing to his role model Novak Djokovic. And he's currently ranked 24th on the ATP World Ranking. So I mean, if you imagine that this guy was once trying to be a footballer and basically switched to what is a second sport for him and still managed to be inside the first 23 people or the best 23 people in that sport, you can really say maybe he did make the right decision. And then, like I said, um, he's also won a few titles under his name. Most recently, this year, he won a couple of titles, one in Romania and another in Hamburg, in Germany, in the run up to Wimbledon. So, generally, I just wanted to share that story. And sometimes when you're chasing a particular career, especially football, we know how glamorous and how rewarding football can be. Maybe sometimes, especially for the parents, it could be a good idea to let your children try out their hands in other sports. And maybe, just maybe, they could go from maybe being an average footballer, which Koboli might have been if he stayed on the lane of football, to maybe becoming one of the first 23 people or the best 23 people in another sport. Don't forget, this is Anthony's Top Corner. And as always, it's the Top Corner.